Why I show you this now in Exodus, the second book of Moses called Exodus. Now it says right here, listen to this. These are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob. Reuben, Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, and all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt already. Joseph died, all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly, and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty. Now the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. It come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us. So get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmakers to afflict them. The black people, all that stuff, afflict them with their burdens, and they built. Let me tell you something. Why do you think you're under the yin yang of the mark of the beast, China? White people, you're serving them. Mexicans, Brazilians, you're under that. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasuries, cities, phantoms, Ramesses. And let me tell you something. Pharaoh is basically a headship, okay? That's basically a Pharisee. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptian made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, hardship, madness. They made their lives bitter with hard bondage and mortar and brick and all manner. You see out there all the black people, how they're suffering today. See it all. Come on now, wake up, people. Bondage is mortar and brick in all manner of service in the field, and all their services wherein they made them serve with rigor. And the king of Egypt spoke to the Hebrew midwife, of which the name of the one was Sapphira, and the name of the other Punnah. And he said, when he do the office of the midwife to the Hebrew woman, see them upon the stools. If it be a son, then he shall kill him. Look at how you brutality. Let me tell you something what the Lord just told me today. He said, all the things you did unto me is about to multiply what was about to be done unto you. What you do unto others will be done unto you. On the day of the Lord, will you be able to stand? That's why it says repent. That's why it says give back to those of what you did unto those and took from those. Were you supposed to be taking money like Judas did to keep away from the saints, the prophets, and people like that to just give it in the harvest? Were you possibly given treasury of lies as become the Pharisees? Were you supposed to become the mark of the beast? Come on now. And he said, when he do the office of the midwife to the Hebrew woman, see them upon the stool. If it be a son, then he shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then shall live. But the midwife feared, God, me. And he did not, as the king of Egypt said, them, but save the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwife and said unto them, why have he done these things? Have saved the men children alive. And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptians. Come on now. Women, for they are lively and delivered ear, and midwife came in unto them. Therefore God dealt well with midwives. God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mightily. And it came to pass, because of the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born he shall cast into the river, and every daughter he shall say alive. You know what that is? Lake of fire.